Happy Thanksgiving, y'all, and we're back in my kitchen, and it's 3:40 in the morning, and my guests are all sleeping. But I'm not making some fantastic sides and turkey and ham, and we are also going to be doing some lamb chops. So we're going to kick up these Brussels sprouts. This is one of my side dishes. I took 2 bags of Brussels sprouts, washed them, quartered them, put them on a lined baking sheet with olive oil, kosher salt, and pepper. They're not baked yet. The recipe calls for molasses. I could not find molasses, okay? I had a jar, but it was outdated and I tossed it out. So I'm going to use, a friend gave me some maple from their trees. So I'm going to make me a sauce. So I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of maple, and I'm going to use red wine vinegar to make my sauce. 2 tablespoons of that. And then I'm going to use a glaze, and it's a balsamic glaze. And I'm going to use probably a tablespoon. Okay? And I'm going to mix this up. This is going to be my toss for my Brussels sprouts. You're going to garnish these Brussels sprouts this morning with, I took a pomegranate, and I'll show you. Just take a pomegranate, peel it like an orange, comes in sections, and you're going to pop off with your hands the seeds, and they're plump full of juice. That's going to be the garnish that goes on top of there. So let me toast some walnuts, some pieces. Okay, I've got pieces here that I broke out, and I'm just going to toast them a little bit to give them a little bit of flavor. So that would be one of my sides. I put my Brussels sprouts in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, you put them on parchment paper, spread them out, and let them char. Let them cook till tender, and you will have some little charred bits, and that's basically what you do want, because you'll have that barbecue taste. We're going to char the walnuts, 1 cup, or 3/4 of a cup. That's going to be garnish. Pomegranate's going to be garnish. And then when they come out of the oven, I've just made this up. Let's go over it again. Pure maple. You can use molasses if you can find it. I could not find it. Red wine vinegar and some balsamic glaze. Okay? So that is, and salt and pepper and olive oil. Put olive oil on these to coat them before you put them in the oven. Okay, another one of my side dishes are sweet potatoes. I peeled about 6 sweet potatoes, and I cut them in this thick of a cutting. So 3 or 4 of these would make 1 sweet potato. I've coated them in extra virgin olive oil and salt and pepper. And these are just going to lay on a baking sheet and bake until tender. I'm going to put, that's probably all I'm going to do to these, just let them bake, okay? Another one of my sides is potatoes, Idaho potatoes. I've peeled them, quartered them, and they're going to cook, and then I'm going to mash them. And I'm going to put some sour cream, a little bit of butter, milk, and just make a nice mashed potato with gravy for this Thanksgiving. Another one of my main dishes is the ham. I put a can of pineapple juice with pineapple and cherries, and then we're going to teach you today how to make ham gravy. And it's I really don't know if anybody ever does this, but it's an old tradition that we have done, where you take the pineapple juice, the cherry juice, the juice from the ham, and we're going to thicken it, probably with cornstarch or some kind of agent that would thicken, and it's going to make a really nice sweet ham gravy that will go on stuffing, potatoes, ham itself. So I want to take you over to the turkey. I want to show you all that I've done. I took a 13-pound turkey, had it in my fridge for 3 days, washed it thoroughly. I've cut up about 6 apples. I stuffed them full of apples. I put 1.5 cups to 2 cups of apple juice. So come over here and I'll show you my turkey. This is my Nesco cooker, and it's in the Nesco bag. Okay, this helps with cleanup. That's all this is. So basically you can see the apples, and I put 2 cups of water on the outside to keep it moist. There's 1.5 cups of apple juice on the inside, and he's on, and I'm going to turn him down now to about 250, because we're going to probably eat around noon. So I want him to cook slowly, but this is going to be a very sweet turkey, delicious turkey that you'll be able to keep very moist. We've tried all different kinds of turkeys through the years. We've fried them and put them in the oven. I love the Nesco cooker. It keeps them moist. I do use water at times. I use low sodium chicken broth. But most of all, apples. Apples are wonderful. I use all different kinds of apples. You can Granny Smith, the sweet ones, mix them up. I had 5 different kind of apples that I put in there today. It's going to make it that fruity taste, but it's not going to make the meat taste like apples, but it's just going to give it that pungent taste. That try it. You will like it. Another couple side dishes that we're going to make this morning is we've already made the macaroni salad. We're going to have pinto beans and relish trays, and we've done the pies. So you've seen a lot of it. I'm going to show you how we do the lamb chops. They're marinating right now in the refrigerator. I took about 6 bones of the rib of the lamb and divided it into 6 pieces. So we'll have about 12 to 14 lamb chops. And they're marinating right now in olive oil and garlic and rosemary. And basically we're just going to take most of the marinade off, and we'll probably put those right on the grill, 2 minutes aside. And then I'm going to serve that today with mint jelly. You can serve it with fresh mint as well, but I've got the mint jelly. It seems like it's a great dip for lamb. So stay with us. You're gonna enjoy all the things that we're doing today, and I'll bring you right back in a few minutes. How y'all, we're back again, and look how delicious the Brussels sprouts look. It is 4:30. It did take the full 20 minutes to bake these, but they are tender, and they do have some like charred pieces, and that's what you want. Okay, so we're going to dump these back in the same pan. And remember to use your parchment, helps crisp it up. Okay. What I did was take a pomegranate, and I took the juice from that and put it with my spices that you saw. So that was red wine vinegar, that was balsamic glaze, and some fresh maple syrup. If you have molasses, use it. I went to the store to get it, they didn't have it. So use what you got. So basically it says to marinate this. So what I'm going to do is pour this on, and it's just going to make a nice flavor. And the longer it marinates, probably the better it's going to taste. So I used 2 bunches of the Brussels sprouts. Okay. I toasted my walnuts, if I can find them. Where's my walnut? Not up there.
They were over there.
Oh. We're tired, but we're getting it done. Okay, I toasted my walnuts. So basically, I'm going to put my walnuts on this end of the pan, and then my pomegranate. I don't know if you've ever tried pomegranate. The juice is pungent. It does leave the seed, but I like it. So you have to try it. I'm going to put those on that side just in case there's somebody that doesn't want to try it. Thanksgiving is a time to try new recipes, right? You can toss this just before you serve it, all right? And then it's a new side. I'm trying some new stuff this year. So we've got the Brussels sprouts, good to go. Stuffing. Now, how many of you make the any kind of stuffing you like? You can do toasted bread, with celery, onions, apples, sausage, however you do your stuffing, okay? My kids love the stovetop stuffing, okay? That's like a win-win for me because then I don't have to peel, cut, dice, cook, okay? So this is 3 boxes of stovetop, and it's popular. They love it. Why give the kids something they don't like? I said to one grandchild, what would you like to have on the Thanksgiving table this year? Stuffing, stovetop stuffing. So that's what we're gonna do. That is completed. So we are now finishing up our potatoes, okay? And as soon as they're fork tender, be a few more minutes here, then I'm going to show you how we mash them up. We'll catch you back here in about 5 minutes. Hey y'all, we're back. We got the potatoes. They are tender, so we're going to put some butter and some salt. Pepper. We're closing in on these sides now. We're gonna do corn, green beans. I have some, carnation milk left over from one of my recipes that we YouTubed. So what I'm gonna do is put a little of that. Remember, I use what we have. So 1/4 of a jar, basically. And I have this wonderful whip here. And I'm just going to mash my potatoes. I don't know if you have a whisker like this, but it's pretty neat. You can get them real smooth if you want to, or you can leave them chunky. This Faberware, it's called. It comes with different bottoms where you can change out the bottom to the, like the blender when you're doing soups and stuff like that. So I'm just going to whip these up like this. Pretty good. And basically when you do potatoes, you're just going to taste them and see what they need. And so let's taste and see. Need a little more salt. A little more pepper. I don't know if you're pepper fans, but we are. I'm going to use a little bit more of the carnation milk. Why not use it up? And it's great in potatoes. All these little extra tips I'm giving you. Okay. Beautiful side dish. Good to go. Wonderful potatoes. I'd say there's probably 8-10 potatoes here. Pretty large. This is considered a chunky mash. I can smooth them right down to that real creamy, whatever you like, your family likes. So I'll meet you back here in a couple of minutes. We're going to do a couple more sides. Good morning, y'all. It's 6 o'clock. We're still working on Thanksgiving. And Ron's going to step over, my brother, and he's going to show you our family heirloom of how to make ham gravy. So go ahead and tell them what you're doing.
Hi. Well, when we get done warming the ham up, we have the juice from the pineapple, cherry juice, Machino cherries.
Mm-hmm.
We take the juice from that. This year we're going to try gluten-free flour. So I'll make it gluten-free. Took 2 heaping teaspoons of it, mixed with some water. And we're just going to pour a little bit at a time in here and mix. And you got to keep stirring and stop when it starts getting starts getting thick.
It's a sweeter gravy, and it's very good. It's very good on many different things. You can put it on potatoes, of course. You can put it on your stuffing, your ham, your turkey. Like I said, I don't know of any other families that make the ham gravy, but maybe some do. But we have made it for years, and it's really good. So give it a try. Takes about 10 minutes to make it.
Yeah, it's done right now.
Okay, it's done. It's thickening up with what, 2 tablespoons you've used?
Not even. I put 2 tablespoons. I didn't even use the whole thing.
We use almond flour, okay? It's a nice flour. Let me reach the back here. It's Pamelas. Gluten-free whole grain, okay? So give it a try. We make pancakes out of this, which is good. So we're still making sides. We got our desserts done. Our gravies are done now. Guests are still sleeping, but we want to say happy Thanksgiving. We'll probably come back 1 more time or 2 more times to maybe do just some taste tests and when other things are set up. But we have our rolls, yeast rolls. They're raising right now, and I'll probably put those in the oven around 8 o'clock in the morning, and as soon as they get double size, okay? But we've got gravy and pinto beans and Brussels sprouts and corn and green beans and mashed potatoes, and we have sweet potatoes. We have salads. We have macaroni salad, and we have orange fluff Jello salad. So there's a lot of different sides, and I'm sure you're going to be tasting lots of the great things today. But most of all, be appreciative and thankful that we have great food around us and great family and friends, and I'm thankful. And this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. So we're going to enjoy our family. Pray for my daughter, my youngest daughter. She called last night, can't come today. She has COVID. So pray for her for swift healing. And I think COVID has made its rounds, it's going to make its rounds, but the Lord will protect us through everything. Just keep the faith and have a great, great Thanksgiving. But like I said, we'll come back maybe 1 or 2 more times. Good morning, y'all. We're back in the kitchen bin, and we are going to be grilling our lamb chops. So I've marinated 2 roasts of lamb, cut them into the lamb chop size. They've been marinating in olive oil, rosemary, and garlic. And it says to rinse mostly all of the marinade off. So we're just going to lay them on the grill and let them roast up. We'll see how many minutes it takes per side. Here's a piece of the ham's done, the turkey's done, and the sides basically are done. Gas will be getting up pretty quickly now. It's 9 o'clock. So we'll let them roast. Probably 3 or 4 minutes per side. Okay, that's all I can put on. But we're just gonna wait on these for a minute. I'm gonna get a pair of tongs. I hope you all have a very blessed Thanksgiving, and be thankful for all that you have, and most of all be thankful for family and friends that can get together. That's the most important thing in life. Good food is a second to be thankful for, in your home and your clothing and vehicle that you drive. But take a few minutes as a family, go around that table today and just say what you're grateful for. Your health, all situations. These are gonna grill up pretty quick. It's starting to smell really good in here. It smells like ham and cinnamon and all kinds of goodies. I've taken you basically right through the Thanksgiving meal as much as I could. So we've gone through the night to make things, and I'll probably put another batch of cookies in an hour or so. But we're going to have fun today, and I think people need that. They need to take time and be a family. Sow some love. Tell everybody everywhere Jesus loves them, and Jesus is coming. He's coming back for us. So I'll see you on the next one.